Hi everyone, Courtney, CEO of Plant Medicine People here, and I want to talk about the process of finding a good, safe ayahuasca retreat. It seems like everywhere you look, there's a new ayahuasca retreat, which is a wonderful, wonderful reality because that means this medicine is becoming more and more accessible. But that also means that we have to be more and more discerning around who we choose to sit with, because when you work with any plant medicine, ayahuasca in particular, it is so incredibly vulnerable. We have to trust the person that's holding space for us with not only our physical well-being, but our emotional and spiritual well-being as well. And that is a very tall order. So, there's lots of important questions to ask when you're vetting an ayahuasca facilitator or retreat, including things like, what's in the medicine, where they get the medicine, and how they source it. You don't want to hear that they're buying things online or that they don't know every touch point. You want it to be a very personal process, and you want to know exactly what it is that you're consuming. You want to know the history of the people that are leading, how long they've been working with the medicines, their training, basically their credibility and experience. You want to make sure, for me anyway, they have years and years of experience, and they've done many master plant diets and sat with ayahuasca hundreds of times. Because that's the only way that I feel there is a sense of safety around the relationship that the facilitators have. But, there's those core things that we always want to ask. And beyond that, I think it's important for each of us as individuals to give some thought into what safety means for us, because it's different for each of us. If you're working with, for example, healing the trauma of a sexual assault or any violation of that sort, it might help to sit with a woman that has also been through that can hold space in a way that feels really deeply heartfelt. If you're working with racial prejudice and pain around racism, it might be helpful to sit in the BIPOC community with somebody that deeply, deeply understands that. Some of us don't necessarily read safety as sitting with somebody that can understand our exact trauma. Maybe that's not necessary for you, and that's beautiful. Maybe you feel safer in a one-on-one environment. Maybe you feel safer in a group environment, but it might be 8 people feels great, 100 people doesn't. There's so many different things to feel into around how we define safety, and that's what's cool about the fact that there are so many ayahuasca centers out there, is we can find something that really truly aligns with what it is that we know that we need. We got to do the self-discovery of asking those questions and being really discerning. Please don't trust the slick marketing that a lot of centers have. If it seems like they're more about profits than they are about helping people, that's a red flag. If you don't know a lot about the facilitators, if it feels like it's impossible to actually get to connect with them, that's a red flag. If your questions aren't answered and welcomed like wholeheartedly, that's a red flag. Trust your instincts and work with people who are transparent, who are experienced, who love the work, and who want to be available to make sure that your questions are answered and you feel really safe and comfortable about the experience. So I hope this is helpful and that your next sit with these medicines is magical because you choose wisely. If you would like to sit with us, please go to plantmedicinepeople.com. We have 4 or 5 retreats every year. We would love to see you at a future sit. Be well out there, everybody. Thank you.